Today, New Zealand home prices are still declining. Hello again, it's Martin North from Digital Finance, and this is one latest post covering finance and property news with a distinctively Australian and New Zealand perspective. Well, the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand's December 2022 data shows that house prices are still declining, with properties taking longer to sell across New Zealand. The REINZ Chief Executive Jen Baird said prices continue to ease, but then she went on to say, but the pace of the decline is slower and the market has settled at its new pace. We usually see a slowing of activity as we head into the festive season, and we're comparing this December to one that was right at the peak of the pandemic market. Buyer caution is evident in the drop in count of sales, down 23.6% month on month and down 39% annually from December 2021. Comparing this activity to the long-term trend, we can see the current market is weaker than this trend. This is leaving a lot of choice for buyers, with a 55.3% increase in inventory now sitting at 26,057 properties. With interest rates rising and banks stress testing at 8.1 to 8.5%, buyers' ability to secure finance and service a mortgage remains a key driver in buyers taking their time. As a result, properties are spending longer on the market, with 40 being the median days to sell. That's 11 days longer compared to December 2021. The median sale price has decreased nationally by 12.2% overall to $790,000 and decreased 7.9% for New Zealand, excluding Auckland, to $700,000. The REINZ Home Price Index showed an annual decrease of 13.7% in the value of rented property nationwide, which is in line with the sale price changes that we're seeing. With Auckland, all 7 territorial authorities had negative year-on-year median price movements, with Papakura the largest fall at 23.6% from just over $1 million to $772,000, followed by Waikato City, down 20.5% from $1.17 million to $930,000. The region has recorded 8 consecutive months of year-on-year median price decreases for the first time since June 2008 to January 2009. In Wellington, 7 of the 8 TAs had negative year-on-year median price movements, with Upper Hutt City the largest fall, down 24.5% from $920,000 to $695,000, followed by Wellington City at 24.2%, down from $1.16 million to $880,000. At a regional level, this is the first time since records began that this region recorded 7 consecutive months of year-on-year median price decreases, and Wellington is now into its 14th consecutive month of being at the bottom 2 ranked regions for the year-on-year house price index movements. Again, cheaper prices, coupled with more choice for buyers, means sellers have to be realistic about their price and timing expectations, the REINZ said. Regional median house prices have decreased across the board, except for Northland, which saw an increase of 3.3%, and Taranaki, which was up 5.1%. These were the only regions to see a rise in median prices compared to December last year. Salespeople around the country say sellers are tending to be more realistic and will usually meet the market through negotiation, although it's taking longer to sell. Sellers are still getting results, they said. And Baird suggests that for some buyers, now is actually a great time to be in the market. If you can make the finances work, this is a good time to be a buyer. More stock, less competition, and prices continue to ease will allow those who can get all their ducks in a row to buy well. Now, if we exclude the month of January, usually the lowest month for sales, and the 2 level 4 lockdown affected months of April 2020 and May 2020, December 2022 had the lowest sales count in Northland since October 2011, New Zealand excluding Auckland since February 2011, Taranaki and Waikato since December 2010, and New Zealand since October 2010, Auckland since December 2008, Wellington since June 2008, and Nelson since records began. In addition, in terms of the months of December, this December saw the lowest sales count in Gisborne and Nelson since records began. New Zealand, excluding Auckland, Hawke's Bay, Marlborough and Wellington since 1995, and Otago since 1997, and Auckland since 2008, and Bay of Plenty, Canterbury, Northland, Tasman and Waikato since 2010. All regions' sales counts dropped since December 2021, and all the regions had a decrease on November 2022. In terms of days to sell, 10 out of 15 regions had an increase in median days to sell compared to November 2022, and all the 15 regions had an increase in median days to sell compared to December 2021. For New Zealand, Hawke's Bay and Northland, this month was the lowest days to sell since April 2022 at 8 months. In terms of the month of December, the last time the median days to sell was higher was Waikato in the year 2000, Auckland was in 2001, New Zealand, Nelson, Otago and Wellington was in 2008, and New Zealand, excluding Auckland and Tasman, was in 2010. Gisborne was in 2011, while the Bay of Plenty and Marlborough was in 2013, Hawke's Bay and Southland was in 2014, Taranaki was in 2017, and Canterbury on the West Coast was in 2018, and Northland was in 2019. In terms of inventory, 12 of the 15 measured regions, around 80%, had at least a 60% year-over-year increase in listings. Nationally, new residential property listings decreased 25.9% year-on-year. Regionally, all but 2 regions, Gisborne and Taranaki, had had a decrease in listings since December 2021. Over half of the regions had had listings decreased by more than 20% year-over-year. And nationally, 11.7% or 509 properties were sold at auction in December 2022 compared to 30.4% or 2,162 in December 2021. New Zealand, excluding Auckland, saw 8.7% of properties, just 262, sold by auction compared to 21.7% or just over 1,000 the year prior. Gisborne and Canterbury had the highest percentage of sales by auction for December 2022 at 50% and 18.9% respectively. So clearly here you continue to see the impact of higher interest rates. And of course the truth is that the Reserve Bank of New Zealand is likely to continue with its battle of inflation with higher interest rates and higher for longer. Therefore, no sign of any light at the end of the tunnel for property at the moment. Prices will continue to grind lower. And as for whether people should buy now or later, well, if you've got a really burning reason to buy now, maybe you can get a good price. But my suspicion is if you wait, you can probably get a better price later. I'm Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.